maximum earth-shaking power. Modified 4x4 trucks. And supercharged two-wheel drive dynamos. Multiple supercharged high-performance engines, up to 10,000 horsepower, fighting the drag of the big sled.
I tell you what, don't think for a minute. They're taking it easy. These guys are...
When you feel the power vibrating through the ground, you know the Redman TNT All-American Pulling Series has come to town. It all began as a dare. Today, the challenge remains the same. TNT drivers travel thousands of miles each year to see who will be able to make that last 50 feet. It's the fastest growing motorsport in the country, and you're about to see why. This week, we'll be taking you to Montgomery, Alabama, for the 6200 two-wheel drive modified trucks. Then it's the 7200 modified tractors. Plus an exclusive interview with Bigfoot, the original 4x4 monster truck standing 10.5 feet tall. We'll be right back with our first pulling event.
TNT's World of Power roars into your living room with explosive home video action. It's the stars of the Redman TNT All-American Pulling Series, plus the country's hottest and meanest car-crushing monster trucks, and the grime and glory of mud racing, all on one VHS video cassette. Send check or money order for $24.95 to this address, or charge it to your Visa or MasterCard by calling 1-800-227-3167.
Welcome to Garrett Coliseum, Montgomery, Alabama, heart of the Deep South. Tonight we'll witness fierce combat in two modified classes, and first up, the dirt-grabbing 4x4s. We join the action with a hot newcomer from the cold country across the border.
Toronto, Ontario, the Canadian Warrior. The best four-wheel drive pulling truck north of the border. Arnold Coburn and his wife all the way down here in Alabama.
The Coburns have come a long way to make our 1987 Pulling Series an international event.
No official distance as of yet. The green light is on the sled. Here we go. All righty. Good pull. Woo.
Arnold, so far everybody's come up the middle of the track. Does that look like the best place for you?
Well, right now there was a bit of a groove in the center, so you want to take advantage of it while it's there. The track, I checked it earlier today, and it seems pretty consistent all over, really.
Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Oklahoma Showdown. This truck specially built for four-wheel drive truck pulling. You don't drive this on the interstate. These are injected motors.
That's Mike Johnson driving the Oklahoma Showdown, all the way from Perry, Oklahoma.
The Johnson boys, Oklahoma Showdown. Oh, that looks like they've torn up the rear end. I believe they've torn up the rear end. They were going down the track all of a sudden. The back axles quit pulling, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't look good right now. This has not been a good weekend. Give them a nice round of applause, everybody. Oklahoma Showdown.
Mike, what happened to you there?
Well, I don't know. It sounded like something must have broken the rear end. Scott said we broke a drive shaft. So I guess that's got us messed up for tonight.
Rough weekend for you?
Yeah, it's been kind of a rough weekend.
Good luck to you down the road.
Okay, thank you.
Here comes last night's winner. Look at this. Ford. The Georgia Rebel. He's a farmer from West Green, Georgia. Tony Osteen. He won the poll last night. Ford was number one in the four-wheel drive class. He's trying to make it two in a row. Help him along. Here we go. lead.
Tony, you won this class last night, and it looks like you're in first place now. Think you're going to be able to hang on?
Well, there's real good trucks behind me, and the track seems to be picking up a little. It'd surprise me if I did. I think there'll be some better runs made.
Who do you think might make those runs?
I don't know. Everybody here is great, so anybody can win it.
Thanks a lot.
Yep.
All right. Take a look at this truck, ladies and gentlemen. The Stitches 10-can truck out of Louisville, Kentucky.
That's the infamous Jim Lyons behind the wheel of Stitches.
GMC fans, this guy can do it. He's got plenty of horsepower. Here we go. Pull, pull, pull. Yes, yes, yes. And now, GMC number 1 and Ford number 2.
Jim, you just beat last night's winner by several feet. Anything you did different tonight?
No, sir, just drove a little bit different and changed the gear ratio. That's about it there.
Did you run a higher gear or lower gear? Or?
We run a higher gear, and I believe the track is better tonight than it was last night, too. Feels a lot better.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
All right, gone bananas. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Jim Hamilton out of Bardstown, Kentucky, has quite a following. He's running about a 575 cubic inch motor. Let's pull it, Jim. Pull it, pull it, pull it. Go, go, go! Yes, yes, yes! Woo! Oh, you love that? Unbelievable. Did you see what he did? He pulled down the right-hand side of the track.
You had your eyes on that orange pylon the whole way.
Yeah, I was watching that orange pylon. I wanted to pass it up. I made a good run. I think I just hooked up good.
Next up, Old Yeller, driven by Mark and Mike Hunter. That's Mike behind the wheel tonight. He'll have to beat 191.4 feet to take the lead from Jim Lyons. Old Yeller is a Granddaddy 55 Chevy from Tyler, Texas. Now remember, our last Chevy managed a run of only 36.22 feet. Let's see if Old Yeller can't show these youngsters a thing or two about pulling.
Here we go. Mike Hunter, Old Yeller. Oh, no. I believe they've torn it up, too.
Another one down. Looks like a bad night for Chevy fans.
Mike, what happened? You got any idea?
I broke the transmission. I broke it on the first pass, and I heard it, and I just thought it might hold, but it didn't.
Good luck to you next time.
Thank you.
Jim Hamilton's run has been tough to beat, but he's got one more contender, and a serious one at that. From Mount Airy, North Carolina, our last entry in the 4x4 competition, Greg Cook and Wild Blue. He'll have to run a full pull to even threaten Jim Hamilton's lead. He did it, a full pull for Greg Cook.
What do you say? What do you say? What do you say? Greg Cook. Full pull. Wow. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is for number 1. We're ready to go down in the four-wheel drive championship pull-off for 1987 right here in Montgomery, Alabama. Gordon Bananas. Let's go, Jim.
Taking the right side again for 189.31 feet.
All righty, now Jim Hamilton has laid down a real good run.
took that same line over on the far side of the track. Looks like it's still working for you.
Yeah, it's working pretty good. I made a pretty good hook. He might beat me, but he's going to have to work for it.
Well, Greg, he's also in the pull-off with you. He's taking the same line. I was wondering if he copied you after he saw your full pull on the first time around.
Yeah, that's what he done. But I had pretty good speed in this pull, too.
Congratulations.
Okay, thank you.
All righty. Greg Cook with Wild Blue. The distance to beat, 189.31. This is it. The last truck. He's got to beat 189.31. Watch the pylon. Here he goes. And Jim Hamilton is going to win it. Jim Hamilton, your winner from Bardstown, Kentucky. Jim Hamilton wins it. And Wild Blue, Greg Cook will finish number 2.
You came up a little bit short in the pull-off. Did you not get hooked up?
Well, I think I run a little too far to the right. I only got back over it a little ways. So, just change you got to take.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jim Hamilton, the winner tonight in our fierce 4x4 showdown.
Well, everybody's got his own idea about the track. I pick my way up the track all the time. Sometimes I'll make a mistake.
Congratulations.
Okay, thank you.
Hang on, we've got the modifieds up next. You've seen the front-end kicks of the supercharged two-wheel drives. You've seen the awesome pulling power of the big rails. But you ain't seen nothing till you've seen the crush of the Bigfoot.
From here on out, it's just another pickup truck. This is where it's Bigfoot. The tires, 66 4325s. They come off fertilizer trucks and big combines. When you mention Bigfoot, everybody thinks the tires and not the truck. On the truck, there's a lot more to it than just the big tires. The bars here, they keep us from knocking the front end out. This is where I have most of my problems. Now I can go 3 weeks, then I got to completely rebush all this. The chrome here, everybody thinks it's pretty. It's not. It holds my back end under. Everybody looks at the trucks. They think they see a lot of chrome. They think it's really pretty, but it's really got to be built tough. It's got to do a lot of things. Its work cut out for it. We have dual cylinder steering it. Without those, there's no way you could muscle the tires around on it. Okay, how somebody 5'9" get into a truck 10'4"? That's the biggest question we have. You open a door, if you can reach the handle, you pull it open, the step folds down, you reach around, you grab up here, you put a foot here, and you just pull yourself on in. And by far, the best part of all is driving it. And you come in and you get lined up for the cars, and here you come in. The only thing you see is flash cubes going off, and you can hear the crowd. I mean, they're just deafening. When something like that happens, you've got that many people backing you. It just sends so much electricity through you. It makes you feel so good. There's no words to describe how good it feels when you come in to do something like that. It's just unbelievable. When you get out, you take your bow at the crowd and you wave at them. They really go nuts. They go crazy over you. It feels like you could float out of the truck.
Midway through the summer